What's up, A to Z Sports? This is our Titans Camp Live, and we'll start doing this after the majority of Titans training camp practices. I'm Austin Stanley alongside our new Titans reporter, Sam Phelan. If you missed this morning's morning show, then you saw Sam get introduced for the first time to our A to Z Sports audience as our new Titans reporter. So looking forward to having him alongside us for the foreseeable future, covering the Titans, talking training camp, going to the home games, all these things that Sam will be doing over the next season for us with A to Z Sports. So we'll kind of just lay down some groundwork on this because this is the first Titans training camp practice, right? They've got basically 4 days in a row of practice, today through Saturday. They have an off day on Sunday, and then Monday morning they'll pick back up. So a lot of opportunities for us to watch these Titans players play, practice, get updates on them, talk to them, and also talk about Treylon Burks some more. So Sam Phelan here with me. I'm Austin Stanley again for our Titan Camp Live, and it is presented this year by Buddy Allen Carpet One, located off of Lebanon Pike in Donaldson. You should check them out at buddyallencarpet1.com. They're locally owned and operated by the Allen family for over 55 years. So Zach, Jenna, and Judson Allen are in the store literally every day. They're full service flooring company. buddyallencarpet1.com is where to check them out. So Sam, what did you think of Treylon Burks? Because he was the talk of today's practice.
Yeah, and talk of today's practice for good reason, for probably the first time so far, but a huge day for Treylon Burks here. Not only was he out here participating with the team, he made some plays right off the bat within maybe the first 5 snaps of 7-on-7. Ryan Tannehill connects with Burks on a 40-yard bomb down the left sideline.
That's like the second play of the practice.
Yeah, right away. Makes like a diving catch. And I think it's kind of funny. He alleviated a lot of concern right off the bat. And I mean, you were with him after practice as well. Just him taking accountability for maybe not working as hard as he should have when he first got in here, coming in a little lax, but a really impressive day for him in his interviews, a really impressive day on the field. And it's refreshing, it's exciting, and just looking forward to seeing more of him and seeing where he goes from here, because this is a fantastic start.
Yeah, I mean, he legitimately had a really good day. Like it's not a good day relative to what he did in May and June. No, it was a good day. Like Treylon Burks was active. He was. I honestly, I saw him blocking downfield after a teammate made a catch. And I forget who I was standing next to. I was like, look, he's blocking downfield.
I mean, what did John Robinson say in the press conference yesterday? His 3 jobs: get open, catch, and block. He did all 3 of those exceptionally today. So you can't complain. And it seemed like his teammates were loving up on him a lot. Yeah,
for sure. And I actually saw this from Derrick Henry after 2 catches that Treylon Burks made in today's practice. Derrick Henry, who was not in on that play, was watching behind the play, not in on that rep. But Derrick Henry jogging out to where the ball was set for the next snap to give Treylon Burks a fist bump as he was walking back in. And this is not a knock against Derrick Henry. I've never seen Derrick Henry do that. I've never seen Derrick Henry go that far out of his way to go out towards another teammate for making that type of congratulations or that type of, we got this, good job, that, way to go, that type of thing. And Derrick Henry's a fantastic teammate, but you're seeing even Derrick Henry go that extra mile and paying attention to what Treylon Burks is doing.
Yeah, I mean, these guys know what the talk has been. They know what's been going on in the locker room and within the media. They know what Treylon's been struggling with. And so, to see him succeed, that's got to feel good for everybody in that locker room, and they're going the extra mile. It's got to feel really good for Treylon, and it's really exciting, like I said, because this is day 1, really day 3, I guess, technically for the players out here. But to think that he's got 3-4 more weeks of this to go before we're in game action, you can see where exponential growth is going to be. And I mean, we'll really see in that first preseason game what his role is in the offense immediately in full speed game action. But this is a really exciting first step for a guy that the Titans are going to rely on this year.
And that was big. So seeing Treylon Burks on the field do that was good. But he also talked for nearly 5 minutes, which is a long time for a player interview walking off of a practice field to stand on the field in the sun after working for an hour and a half plus to then be surrounded by 15, 20 reporters and answer questions for 5 minutes. That's a long time. And I was right there in front. The full video will be up on our YouTube channel for you guys to go check out. But he said everything right. He answered every question. He took accountability for, and by saying that he did not attack his conditioning and his asthma issue the way he should have coming into rookie minicamp, OTAs, and then mandatory minicamp a couple months ago. So you like that. He also admitted that he lost 5 or 6 pounds. I think you can visibly see it.
Yeah.
He looks trimmer around his legs, his chest, his waist. He looks less chunky, I guess is a word to say that. And look, he was on the first round pick celebration tour of all types of dinners and food and celebrations and all that. But he came in today looking like a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go check out that interview video. I actually asked him what it meant that Derrick Henry came out a couple times to give him that fist bump. So you had a good answer there too. So you can check that out here. So yeah, great stuff to hear about Treylon, says Apollo. Somebody else saying or asking, so do y'all think he's going to be legit? I mean, he legitimately had a good day today. And again, just like it was a bad first impression in May, it was a good first day of training camp.
For sure. And it was more than just one play. I think that's an important thing. Like you said, it was the body of the day as a whole was very, very impressive. The catch, burning Christian Fulton deep, making a great catch on a good thrown ball, all really impressive. But he came back a couple plays later and caught a ball in traffic with Caleb Farley,
draped all over him,
muscled him up and made a great catch on the sideline. Like you said, downfield blocking, just a really consistent day that makes you feel like, okay, this was less than a little bit of lightning in a bottle here today, and makes you feel like he can do it a little bit more consistently.
Yeah, so we'll see what Treylon Burks does tomorrow. We also have a couple of positive injury developments that we'll talk about with the Tennessee Titans. But once again, all of our Titan Camp Live shows will be presented by Buddy Allen Carpet One, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. Again, locally owned and operated by the Allen family for over 55 years with Zach and Jenna. We're really pumped about this because Buddy Allen Carpet One isn't just doing the Titan Camp Live training camp segments with us. They're going to be a part of our Titans coverage for the rest of the season. And we're really pumped about this deal with Buddy Allen Carpet One, in-house professional installers, not like the big box companies, because you hear a lot of flooring. It's the big company that doesn't really take care of their customers. You don't be successful with a family-owned company for 55 years and not do it the right way. So if you need new floors, check them out, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. Austin Stanley, Sam Phelan here with our Titans Camp Live, presented by Buddy Allen Carpet One. Sam, we noticed it pretty early.
Yep.
Robert Woods was out there and he didn't have a knee brace on.
No knee brace, and it wasn't just for his drills. It was a full 7-on-7, 11-on-11, a full practice for Robert Woods, running well with no knee brace. Mike Vrabel, after talking to the media after practice, said everything that they've gotten from the doctor so far has been positive. Ryan Tannehill says he's looking fast, he's looking strong.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with Caleb Farley, and we kind of had the feeling back in minicamp that Robert was way ahead of schedule with his rehab from the ACL. I think today was really that confirmation of, okay, this guy is going to be able to make an impact on the football field probably by week 1.
Seriously, yeah, because I thought when they traded for Robert Woods, A.J. Brown was still a Titan.
Yeah.
And so you thought you might have A.J. Brown, Robert Woods, and then the first-round draft pick, whoever that would have been at that time. But now Robert Woods, we thought they would need him a lot more earlier, and they're going to get him a lot more earlier. I kept looking for Robert Woods to go grab the brace. Because if you remember, we were talking about it in minicamp in June, that Woods would try to get away with a couple reps. Either he forgot about the brace or he was trying to do it without it, and then trainers caught him. He would do a couple reps and then go grab it and put it back on. I was wondering, okay, he did stretches without the brace. Who cares? He did individual drills without the brace. Okay, I understand that development, right? Is he going to put the brace on at some point? And he never did. And neither did Caleb Farley. And Caleb Farley's got a lot of rave reviews too about how he is played more confident physically. You were around him in his post-practice interview too, right?
Yeah, no, Caleb Farley post-practice, he talked about, feeling good with the brace and how it's kind of a breath of fresh air for him. It's good for him to be out here for a full training camp, really, and finally get to have this healthy feeling to prep himself for the season. He had a great quote about just having to fight or you're going to get eaten up. And that's the mentality that you want to have for him. He had a couple interceptions we heard from Vrabel in the press conference in a previous practice, but both of these guys are going to be anchors on the respective sides of the ball. The Titans really need a healthy Caleb Farley for that secondary to just have a little bit more depth, have a little bit more skill. And Robert Woods, as really the only established veteran receiver that the Titans have so far, he's going to be Tannehill's favorite target, you'd think, if he's on the field. And having him week 1 bodes really well for that offense. So just great updates. And hopefully it'll be an interesting balance too to see how much they play maybe in the preseason.
Right.
You want to, Vrabel talked about it, wanting to balance, keeping them healthy with the injury, but also wanting to make sure that they get their feet under them and that they're getting the reps in that they need.
Yeah, no doubt. And you bring up Robert Woods, Treylon Burks, 2 wide receivers we've talked about in this update after Titans practice today. But, the first play of practice was what, Sam? The first play.
Nick Westbrook-Ikhine right over them. Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's really talking about that. Treylon quickly overshadowed him. We went deep over the left side to Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, also on Christian Fulton, and then did it right again with Treylon Burks to the other side. So,
NWI deserves some love too.
Yeah.
And so, there's going to be a lot of talking points about Woods and about Burks, but NWI is not going away anytime soon. And as camp continues to progress, we'll talk more about the Mason Kinsey, Kyle Phillips storyline, the Dez Fitzpatrick storyline, because he's got a lot to prove after not making the team initially as a rookie draft pick last year. So
offensive award winner for Dez Fitzpatrick.
That's good.
So good things out of him this offseason, him and Dylan Radins, who's been a big talking point for the Titans offensive line. He was with the ones today at right tackle, and Vrabel said that they honored him for his offseason performance. Mm-hmm. Roy says he wants to hear about Ryan Tannehill's performance.
I'll let you, because I'm sure Zach and I will dive into that some tomorrow morning on A to Z Sports. So, Sam, what did you think of Ryan Tannehill?
I mean, as much as everybody's going to say today was a Treylon Burks day, I thought Ryan Tannehill was phenomenal. He said he was, birthday boy, so maybe he had a little bit of extra. Little bit of extra birthday strength in him, but he said that he had talked and wanted to go ahead and take a shot early. That was something that he was emphasizing, pushing the ball downfield. And as we said, he did it on the first 2 plays with complete success all the way downfield, was pretty pinpoint. I think I'm not even sure I remember a incomplete pass in the 7-on-7s or the 11-on-11s. Maybe one good breakup from Roger McCreary on the right side.
And I'm not even sure if Tannehill's the one who threw that.
Yeah,
at this point.
But I mean, just a great day from Tannehill. Really no complaints on him. And it seemed like he was getting just about anything he wanted as far as a practice is concerned. Again, no pads, no contact. It's hard. Yeah.
Day one, right? But it was a very successful day one. So we'll talk a lot more about that. I'll ask how the tight end's looking. We have tons of time to dive into this. So just to, again, roadmap it out here for people who might have missed it at the very beginning. Titans Camp Live, Sam Phelan, Austin Stanley. We'll be doing this after the majority of Titans practices moving forward. So we'll do it again tomorrow. Then we'll do it again on Friday, and then we'll do it again on Saturday. So Saturday afternoon, if you're out doing whatever you do on Saturdays, we'll pop up around this time after practice again and give you guys an update from what happened. And again, thanks to BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. We're looking forward to building on this relationship with them. So if you need new flooring, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 talking about this the next Titans practice, but Buck Rising live tonight, A to Z Sports Primetime. We will see you guys then. Talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your day. Appreciate it.